So what is EZmix 2? Well, it's an EQ, and a compressor, and a gate, and a de-esser, and an overdrive or distortion pedal, and it's a guitar amp, and a bass amp, and a tape machine, and a delay, and a reverb, and a flanger, and a chorus. Basically any kind of effect you can find here in EZmix 2. But it's more than just the single effects or single plugins, however you want to think about it. Although, you can call up individual effects here within EZmix 2. What this is really meant for is to provide you a full chain of effects, and not just a full chain of effects, but a full chain of effects that are properly set, professionally set, to give you the sound that you want for any type of material. So let's check out how this works. So we have a kick here, and if I just play that kick, okay. If you look here in EZmix 2, we have a bunch of filters to choose from. So instrument group, I can choose drums, I can choose certain effects like an EQ, clear those filters there, type, genre, and preset pack. So you can add different presets to EZmix 2. I could also just type in up here, I want a kick sound and maybe this enhanced metal kick. Now, whenever I select this, you can see the effects that are in this chain. And again, not just the effects that are in the chain, but the effects that have been properly set, professionally set to give you that professional sound with literally just one click. And if I hover over any of these effects that are lit up, you can see exactly what they are. So here's an EQ, compressor, etc., etc. So let's play this back now. All right, already sounds really good. Bypass it. All right, so we have enhanced that kick. This is the enhanced metal kick preset. And we only have two controls in here. So the EQ and compression, these are basically like macro controls that are adjusting a lot of different parameters behind the scenes here. So just adjust it until you get the sound that you want. If you don't like that sound, no problem. Choose another preset. You can see the name here, so it's named kick. You can see what preset pack that it's from, the instrument that it's meant for. The type is an insert. You'll also see things like group buses and things like that. The genre, metal, any genre, rock, pop, hip hop, etc., etc. And then the number of effects within that preset. So just play back. Find something that you like. So I like this one here. Okay. You can adjust your overall input right here and your overall output right there. You can also lock the input right there if you need to. All right, so you lock that input, then it won't be adjustable even whenever you're switching your presets here. Okay, very simple interface to understand. If there's a preset that you really like, you can favorite that. You can find those in your favorites tab. You can also change your column type up here. There's also a tuner built in because you can use this as a guitar amp plugin. You can actually plug your guitar right into your audio interface and use this like any other guitar effect plugin, any guitar amp plugin. So let's just say I like this sound. Very good. Set it up. And now I'm done. I have mixed my kick. Now I'll grab it again, throw it onto the snare track. I'll just search for snare. Start here. So that. I can also use these arrows here to check out each of these presets. And again, if you look at the type, these are group buses here. These are inserts here, maybe metal. Try that. That's cool. Turn down the output. Got a transient shaper on that, compressor, EQ on that. Again, all set professionally for sounds that we know, work. There we go. Very good. So now I have mixed my kick and my snare by just, clicking a couple of buttons. And you can do the same thing with your hi-hats, your toms, cymbals, etc., etc. So if I wanted a toms preset, go for this one right here, perhaps. Already sounds good. Bypass it. All right, back on. Compression, some room reverb in there. Sounds much better already. But it's not just, drums. Let's move on to something else now. What about something like vocals? Why not? we'll grab EZmix, throw it right in there, and let's just search for a vocal. Grab this one, check it out.
You're all I need, I wish to be.
Already sounds good. Let me bypass that here.
You're all I need.
All right, back on.
You're all I need.
Switch presets.
I wish to be deep in your love. I can't get enough. Why don't you run to me? I crave your company. Can't stay away from you. There's nothing I won't do.
That one's pretty nice as well. One with delay on
Don't
it.
you run to me? I crave your company. Can't
Change
stay
the delay
away
level.
from you. There's nothing I won't do.
There we go. So now I have mixed my vocals by just choosing a preset. And again, there are plenty of things in here. De-essers, distorted vocals,
Don't you run to me? I crave
cider
your
and plate.
company. Can't stay away from you. There's nothing I won't do. Don't you run to me?
All right, there we go. So now we have mixed our vocals with one plugin. But it gets even better than that. Let's grab it and throw it on this guitar track. So just the guitar track, just a completely dry guitar. So we want, let's just choose guitars here. And then maybe rock, a nice rock sound. Check this out. There we go. Then we have an amp sound. That's pretty cool. Maybe take off that filter there. Look at all these presets here. Now I do have some extra packs here that don't come with EZmix 2. Let's grab. All right, that's pretty cool. But what if I wanted a chorus on that as well? No problem. Grab another instance of EZmix 2 and boom, drop it right in there. Now I want a chorus. I could just find a chorus right here. Make sure I put my chorus in front of my amp, in this case here. And maybe we'll grab... that works pretty well. There we go. If you wanted a flanger, just an EQ, just a delay, you could, load up more than one instance of EZmix 2 on each track. Let's move on to this guitar sample, which is more of a metal guitar sample. Throw EZmix 2 on there. So let's go for guitars and some metal here. There we go. Kind of like this one here. Again, only a couple controls to adjust. Drive, negate. There we go. There's a total of 5 effects in this preset. You can see what they are right here. Gate there, amp, and cabinet, distortion right in there. We also have a tuner here again if you want to tune up your guitar. There's a menu here for your manual and your filters for your columns. You can add instrument to that, producer, knob mode, etc., right in there. So very easy to use plugin. Again, just a couple clicks. A couple clicks and you have a professional sound just like that. You don't have to load, 5 individual effects on this track and then try to tweak them yourself. Maybe you don't have the expertise to do that, or maybe you're just lazy, or maybe you just know the sound you want. And if you can get the sound that you want by doing minimal work, then that's just smart, right? If it's something, listen, if something sounds good, I know some people will call this cheating, but if something sounds good, then it's good. That's it. How you got there, trust me, nobody cares how you got there. Nobody cares if I know a lot about audio. Nobody cares. What people care about is the end result, right? How does it sound? People do not care how you got there. So it does guitar, it does bass as well, but it also does other stuff. So here's like a fully mixed track. So say you wanted to master that. Well, you can also master with EZmix. Now in general, if you're going to master, you'd put this on your, your master output. But for this, I'll just throw it on the actual track, and I could just choose master in here if I wanted to, or just type in master up here. But we can choose a mastering chain. Done, there. I have my song completely mastered with one click. 4 different effects in this chain, all professionally set to sounds, to settings that we know work. You know, there are simply sounds out there, simply settings out there for all of this gear that just work, and you return to those over and over again. So why redo that work over and over when you can just choose a preset? Mastering limiter, just one effect in there. Stereo enhance. There, multi-band master. Again, whatever sounds good to you. Nice vintage master sounds good. More tape drive on that. High-low filter. There we go. I have mastered my track. All right, we'll do one more example. There's really no limit to what you can do here. All right, some like a synth bell track there. Maybe I just want to use. What do you think? Here's a 12-bit delay. That already sounds really good. I kind of like this 12-bit delay, but I also want maybe a flanger on that. Let's look for a flanger. Here we go. There's one. Adjust it. Go back to the beginning. Very good. Maybe I want a reverb on that. Let's just throw this back in here again, and we'll just type it in faster. There we go. 8-bit reverb. Here's ambience. It's kind of cool, although it does have a bass amp on there. There we go. Ambient reverb. There we go. Added effects to that track. Just a few clicks. Bypassed. Back on. All right, so that is EZmix 2, and there's really no limit to what you can do. Again, if you look at your instrument group here, you have filters for bass, drums, guitars, keyboards, misc, percussion, strings, vocals, different types of effects. You just turn that one off. Amplifiers, cabinets, choruses, de-essers, EQs, exciters, whatever you want. Different types of presets, insert, group bus, aux, genres, and preset packs. So if there is something that something that you want to do that is not within EZmix 2, you can just buy an add-on pack. So let's look at those, and there's a lot of EZmix add-on packs. There's some from specific producers, some for specific things. It's your Al Schmidt here, ambient delays. Here's some amps, something from Bob Rock. We'll click into this one here, and you'll see there's 50 different custom settings, all set up by Bob Rock, setting for vocals, strings, pianos, drums, and more. Scroll down here. You'll have videos of each of these as well. And then you'll see all of the different presets and what they're for in there. There's tons of stuff that you can add to EZmix 2. Effects, stuff for electronic music, filters and modulation, stuff for death metal, stuff specifically for mastering or for lead vocals, for lo-fi sounds, metal amps. Click in here, for example. I actually have this one here, the Guitar Gods, a bunch of different presets of guitar and bass sounds that actually work, that have been used on actual records. So you just call up those presets and you have a professional guitar sound. And again, you can play into EZmix 2 the same way you play into any other guitar effect, guitar amp plug in there. Again, you can read all this stuff on each of these, see all of the different presets in each of these. All right. So that is EZmix 2 from TOONTRACK. Literally the easiest way to mix. Now, again, some people might call this cheating. It's not cheating. I'm not saying that this is how I mix everything, because it's not, but it is nice to have this as an option to just, if there's a certain sound I know I want, I can recreate that with 10 plugins, or I can call up EZmix 2 and get exactly the same sound with much less work. So, the cheating argument has been used forever. When DAWs first came out, if you used a DAW, you were cheating because you weren't recording through a desk. You weren't recording to tape. So that was cheating. And then when effect plugins came out, EQ plugins, compressor plugins, that was cheating because you're using that computer generated stuff and you're not using the actual, $400,000 hardware. Again, if it sounds good, then it is good. Of course, it's good to have a basic knowledge of how these things work and how to set them up. Of course, you want to have that knowledge, but you don't have to now with EZmix 2. But again, I would suggest that you understand how these things work because it will help you in the future. But if you're just somebody who wants to focus on just the music part and then you want to just choose presets, well, you can do that with EZmix 2 and get professional sounding tracks very, very quickly. All right, so again, that is EZmix 2 from TOONTRACK. I'll have the link in the description below if you want to check it out.